Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
Power Hour number 16.
We have a new,
Oh,
improved, medicated
I have medicine.
Brendan Crick.
Oh yeah, things are good. Man, it was so fucking weird getting this medicine. I mean, it was-
Everything has been weird about these people that you're seeing now.
Yeah. So I told the story before about my therapist in Philly, how I like went up into a fucking tower with like a wolf. This was, and then the new therapist here, it was another fucking giant like bombed out Russian building with fucking like a fake office inside. So this time I had to go to a psychiatrist, and it was a different appointment where I had to drive to a completely different part of town, and then I just walk like weirdly deep into just like a retail space, like flickery lights and shit.
What?
Yeah. And I get to the back, and they just have a computer screen set up, and well, first she ambushes me with like a flu shot. So immediately I'm like, that could be anything. And then she sits me down in this room just in front of a big screen, and then it like lights up, and it's just this like elderly Indian man way too close to the camera, and he starts like talking. He's like, "Now tell me, are you gay or straight?" I can't do the accent, but for some reason he asked if I was like gay or straight like at the beginning, and then
Right.
he forgot, and then like later asked me again.
Why does that matter?
I don't know.
What were there other people? Was anybody like in the waiting room? Were there other people, or was it just you
It was just me.
and the
It
nurse?
was just
and
me and the nurse, and her weirdly when I was checking in, I was like, "Hi, I have an appointment at 6:30," and she's like, "Ethnicity," like instead of name. I'm like, white, and she's like, "No, that's not on here." And I'm like, American, and she just like looked at me for a long time. I don't
you
know.
mean Caucasian?
I don't know what she wanted. Eventually,
Let me see the bottle. I want to see this bottle that they gave you now. This is Jesus Christ, Brendan. This doesn't even. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. This
it's-
doesn't look like a real prescription.
Yeah, it doesn't. But it's fake Zoloft.
Did
It's
they put it-
prescription-
did they
it's
put-
generic Zoloft.
Oh, okay. I was like, did they just tape this over another bottle? No, they didn't. It's-
We pull it off and it says like mind control pills.
yeah, what the fuck? Dude, that's fucking whack. Well, you're taking them.
Yeah. No, it's going pretty good. But anyway, it was such a fucking like Black Mirror experience because
Yeah.
I'm in the dark. I'm basically on my knees in front of a giant screen begging for pills, and then at the end he like gives me my pills and a prescription just fucking prints out next to the screen, and I have to like take it to another part of the building.
What the? So, the pharmacy was in the building.
No, I had to take it to like the nurse, and then she asked like, "Well, where do you pick up your prescriptions?" I don't fucking know. I've never had insurance before. I'm just like, CVS, I guess. And she's like, "All right, I sent it there." And then I drive to the CVS that she told me to go to.
Right.
And they're like, "We don't even work with that company, so I don't know what."
What? So how'd you get it?
Then I had to call back, like guess extensions to talk to a real person, and then they sent me to like just the hospital. They made me go to just the hospital, and then I had to wander through the hospital until I found, I guess there's a pharmacy deep within the hospital,
Right.
and dear God, it was fucking sad in there. Like for some reason, they were just playing accordion music. Like it felt like I was in Beirut or something.
Right.
Just fucking sad, sickly people all waiting under like flicker. Like there was a dude sitting next to me who literally he was wearing a windbreaker that just said divorce court on it. That's how sad this place was.
What?
I don't know if that's like a show he was working on,
Ma-
but out of context, just you're fucking wearing.
you've glossed over, like, you went to a CVS,
Mm-hmm.
took them a prescription, they're like, we won't even work with this company.
Yeah, they were basically like they reacted as if I had like asked if someone worked there who had like died in a previous century.
Right.
They're like, what?
They'd
No,
be like,
oh, no.
it's like you brought them a prescription for like cocaine. They're like, we can't give you that. Like,
That'd be sick.
what the fuck is in that bottle, dude? This makes me-
We should try that. We should just go to CVS and be like, hi,
Can-
I would like fentanyl, please.
Can I try some of your pills?
No,
Why?
because they're mine.
Maybe they'll
I
use-
worked very hard to get them.
I'll give you a little money for them.
And why do you think every pill is fun drugs?
I know that they're not.
yeah,
I have
I
made
can
this
so
mistake.
assure you that that will not be recreational.
I don't know why. Just anytime I see pills, I'm just like, can I have one? I don't know why.
You're like a fucking kid when you go to the bank and you see lollipops.
I'm like, yeah.
You're like, I didn't want one, but
Now I
since,
see that you're
since
having.
it's an option,
You're not supposed to just hoard. You're hoarding these pills, dude.
they're my pills,
They're-
Nick.
How many pills do you think are in that bottle?
98 left.
Definitely enough to share.
But what if the fucking collapse happens before I'm like what if I have more than 100 days to live and the collapse happens and I need all of them?
No, if the collapse happens, you got to get off the pills because they're not
Yeah,
going to
you're
help
right.
you.
That I think last time I tried to get on pills, I think that was a rational fear of mine. Is I was like, well, if society collapses, I don't want to be addicted.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just like I'm so fucking straight edge that I'm like, I don't want my brain fixed, and
Brendan.
then it's weird.
that is rational, and I support it. I fully support that decision.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna be in Mad Max fucking like mining hydrochloride or whatever the fuck. I'm mining lithium.
Man, I
I'm sitting on a giant bunker of lithium, and all the sick brain boys have to come beg for me, and I make them my slaves, Nick. I make them my damn slaves.
I guess I must just be a little, because for the longest time I was like, I want you to get on these pills. I want you to, and now you're on the pills and you're happy, and I'm like, I don't like these pills. I don't know if I trust you on these. You got to get off these pills.
I just think I think you just want me different.
I do. I I guess I'm kind of like an abusive girlfriend where I just want to be in control.
Yeah.
And I walked in today. You're smiling. You were proud of how you did at work. It's a little bit too confident. For
Yeah.
me.
You know, it's gonna look. This is gonna rub people the wrong way.
It's
I
rubbing
know.
me the wrong way.
They've come to accept a meek worm-like Brendan. No more.
I don't like Big Brendan, dude.
hmm I'm so amped up. I might start posting on Facebook again. That's
No,
how
dude.
confident I
All
am.
right, don't put Brendan.
No,
that's
Nah, dog. I'm gonna fucking just post a damn opinion on Facebook.
If you start posting on Facebook, I'm flushing the pills down the toilet. I will be so upset with you.
Here's what I think about open mics.
No,
it's
no,
gonna
no,
go
no.
good.
Will
Everyone's
you-
gonna be like, "Wow, Brendan fucking nailed it for the first time."
We got to get you off these pills.
Nah.
We got to get you. Well, I thought that the pills were going to make. This is what I thought the pills were going to do. I thought the pills were going to make you like sedate and just like dead in the eyes and just like agreeable. But now you're getting your own ideas. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's Adderall for people that eat. You wanted me to be medicated like a fucking 13-year-old boy.
Is that what Adderall? Oh, we talked about this.
If you
I don't-
have ADD, it allegedly fucking chills you out.
I don't
But
think it does. I think that's.
I don't think it
bullshit.
does either.
I thought they were just going to give you like hard lithium, which just kind of like lobotomizes you.
you wanted me to just get fucking. You wanted me to get a lobotomy.
Yeah, I wanted you to become like a
You
throw
wanted-
pillow.
They fucking just ice pick around one of my eyes.
What is that? What they do? Because then like in one I feel like there are a couple ways to do it because that's an orbital lobotomy. I think when you go through the eye.
That
But
makes
the-
sense.
But there's also the scars on your forehead, like in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Ooh,
Nest.
I want scars.
And you know what's weird? Some people get lobotomy. Like there are a couple people who've gotten lobotomies, and they can still like talk and they lead relatively normal lives.
Yeah.
It's very strange. But then sometimes you turn.
What do you
into-
think you're gonna be like when you get yours?
I'm not getting a fucking lobotomy, dude.
Why not?
I'm not getting a lobotomy.
But you say they're so good. Why don't you want?
No, they're not. I didn't say they were good. I said it's interesting. Sometimes people look. These pills have already.
This
these,
is very fascinating.
these pills have already got you a little bit too amped up.
Nick, I'm taking your brain. I'm taking your fucking lobe, dude.
Oh my god, dude! I'm flushing these today.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
How are you gonna like life with no lobe?
I like
You're gonna
my
walk down the
lobe.
street. People are gonna be like, "There goes Nick, lobeless, forlorn."
I like my fucking lobe, dude.
Yeah, you like it now, but you're gonna like it even better when it's not there.
No, I'm not. It would be nice to if you could. If it would be cool to see my
Just
lobe.
imagine
in
all
a
the
jar.
worries gone, all the dreams, no ambition.
I know that.
You
that
just
does,
want to sit in a room and pet a cat.
That does sound kind of like the Eightfold Path or something. Like what all like
Mm-hmm.
enlightened people are trying to attain.
Yeah, I mean, lobotomy is just that's what you would be if you meditated for 100 years.
I guess that's kind of sick.
Mhm.
All right, you talked me.
It
into
was persuasive, right? I made it up. I don't have any evidence, but
yeah. Well, these
boy,
pills-
didn't I sell that?
look at you. Look at how pleased you are with yourself.
Yeah, I'm good.
You said, what did you, before we got on the gear, like, the anxiety's gone. I think the joy comes in a month.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like, I don't know if you understand the function of pills.
No, I'm intentionally not Googling very much so that I don't get spooked.
So this is the placebo effect.
Yeah, it could be.
I think it's good, though. It's good.
I
You
don't
seem
know.
happy.
Yeah, I mean, for
Yeah.
the most part. But yeah, more it's just like the ever-present sense that something horrible is about to happen. That's gone.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah, dude. Fucking all the time.
I feel like it's probably it might be good to have a little bit of that. I don't know.
That's why that's why we're always on this podcast talking about when the event happens.
Yeah, dude. You have to
It's
consider
funny-
the.
It's funny to not specify.
You must consider the event.
Yeah. Sometimes I see people not considering the event, and boy, do I laugh at their folly.
Every time I go home, I realize how much my family is really not considering the event. And
Yeah.
and I make them aware of the event.
Mhm. When I Skype with my kindly elderly parents and they're sitting there on the couch all cuddled up under a blanket with the dog, I weep for how unprepared they are for the
They're
event.
fucking ill prepared for the big one, dude.
Yeah, when it happens, fucking vaporized. Not like me shooting a gun into the sky, taking down the mothership myself.
I had a crazy fantasy about like. This is so bad. I had a crazy fantasy about the event happening. And like obviously like telephone lines go down. My family has no way of reaching me. They're sheltered out on the East Coast somewhere. They assume that I'm dead, right?
Mhm.
They assume, little
They
th-
probably are doing that now.
right, totally.
Every time you call, they're like, "Oh,
They're like, well, that's interesting. Our son is still alive. But and you know they're
fascinating development."
they're sheltered. They're doing whatever. They're like they're hiding. I'm sure maybe there's like an encampment or something, and they're weeping over their dead son. And then like however long it takes me to get to them, I show up. They don't. Little do they know I've been
Yeah.
preparing.
I mean, on horseback, that's gonna be a while.
Yeah. Well, I'll get myself a fucking horse, dude.
Mhm.
But
We
and
gotta
I'm-
get horses now. We gotta get horses and guns and fucking canned meats.
You're fucking pilled up, dude. You are all juiced up. I don't even remember where the fuck I was going with my tangent, but you are fucking pilled up.
I'm feeling good.
You are exuding positivity right now. Don't like this.
I can't wait for the canned meats.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know.
But anyway, you said you were gonna you arrived to your
Yeah.
parents in Maryland.
And I'll just they think that I'm dead, and then I end up being the one who teaches them how to survive, and I become like the father figure to my whole family.
Yeah, that's a nice.
This is a really weird. It was like an
Then I'll be the
extended-
dad,
It was
and my dad will be afraid of me.
not afraid of me, grateful to me. It was a really weird, like, extended fantasy where, like, I imagine my whole family, like, just like, Nick, get inside. Like, they've got, like, a big piece of metal. They're like, Nick, get inside before the marauders come. And I just, like, I step out with my gun and, like, and my tattered shirt. And they all fucking, like, applaud. Dude, that's
Describe the tattering of the shirt.
I'm literally just imagining, like, the way his shirt is tattered on the poster for Army of Darkness. Where you
Okay.
just see my rippling chest.
Okay.
It is so
I'm
funny. that-
imagining like the whole hem is gone. Like there's just 1 inch bottom away from the bottom of it,
yeah,
and it's fucking like frayed.
a little, but it's also, my
It's open on at the top.
my juicy ass pecs are exposed.
Yeah, so your dad can see your pecs.
All right. Don't. Sometimes it's about what you don't say and what you leave to be implied.
That is the dream, though, that you become so strong that your dad like writes you a letter to commend you.
Yeah, and there will only be letters
Mhm.
in this scenario.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Damn, I can't wait to receive all the letters. Just think of all the letters we're gonna receive for our grand deeds.
Yeah, dude. I really do. I think about that.
Mhm.
I have so
We're
many.
already getting DMs.
I know. I got a very nice DM from some, which was not used to. I'm used to very mentally ill DMs.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of people send me sword related news, which that I appreciate a great deal.
That is really funny. You're the sword guy.
Yeah, especially because I haven't tweeted about swords in like a while. So then it's like, people remember. That's nice.
Yeah, well, if you do it once, that makes sense to me.
Mhm.
You don't need to constantly be reminding people that if you
Hey, I'm the sword guy.
you've taken enough pictures of yourself with a sword that it's probably kind of stuck.
I don't think I've taken any of the photos. Other people have taken a lot of photos of me with a
You've
sword.
commissioned enough photographs of yourself with
I-
a sword.
No, I commissioned 10 headshots, and he threw in a sword one for free. So
Okay.
I have not paid for a professional photo of me with a sword. It just incidentally happened, unrelated to the transaction.
Regardless, I understand the sword connection. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If you are there 3 pictures of you with a sword online?
Let's see. There's one where I'm on a bridge.
Yes, there are 3. Because there's the one that Travis Marshall took, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the one where the coward hour photo,
Oh, yes.
and then there's the one where you're gonna cut my head off.
Oh, yeah. So there's 3.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're the sword guy,
from
dude.
2 separate fucking.
You're not shaking the sword bit.
It is funny that we're like we just put up photos of like you holding like a glistening cross and me swinging a sword, and then we're like, huh, these DMs are kind of weird.
I wonder if now that you're all fucking pilled up, you're gonna lose your base.
My base?
Yeah, like if you sort of come down from that foggy, airy mental illness place you were in, and you start like getting more in touch with reality, maybe you're gonna lose these people who are connecting with
Nah, because I still got the chops. You know, I can still empathize.
you. You still have the chops.
I got the fucking chops, dude.
To what?
to tweet about bad ideas.
Yeah, no, but I thought you were talking about like because sometimes on the cast you'll just go down a road where I'm like, all right, I'm letting him go, and what if we don't go down those roads anymore?
Yeah, I feel like we've gone on different roads. I've threatened to lobotomize you.
Yeah, I think this is the part I
talked
don't
about
like.
dad letters.
You need to get a little. Hopefully the power balances out. I think right now you have a little too much power, and once your body adjusts, once you gain a little bit of a tolerance, then I can reclaim the high ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're basically being like, eventually then I'll have the power over you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is literally what I'm
But
saying.
can't we have equal power?
Not
Like, rather than over each other, it's over the world, or perhaps the listeners.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I thought we were starting a fucking cult. Are we not? The last episode, we were talking about
You're
a sex
adding
cult.
we's to all of. It was
Yeah,
always it was always me. You'd have a high position for sure, dude.
Mhm.
You'd be a deacon or a bishop, but
I'll take it.
you
know?
will take it.
I will have no choice.
You have no choice but to take
You'll
it.
force me to fuck.
All right, Brendan.
You'll be
It's time for me to fuck your wife. It's 7:00.
No, I don't think I would have a wife. I think it'd be more like I'm in my room and I'm practicing spells. And
Oh yeah.
you come in, you're like, Brendan, this is a sex cult, and I'm like, mm-hmm. And then I like put my headphones on. You're like, no, Brendan, take the headphones off. No, listen to me, Brendan. You have to fuck, and I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. And then I like turn on the vacuum. You're like, Brendan, Brendan, tonight. And then the fucking then it's a vertigo shot. The camera zooms in while fucking zooming. I'm like, whoa. And then smash cut to it's me just like staring fearfully at an ass, and that's what it'll be like.
It will be like that.
Mm-hmm. I'll be just staring at it like a bullfighter. Like I'm looking at something that could kill me,
Your greatest foe.
and I'm doing this for the entertainment of the crowd.
Yeah, you have to.
Mhm.
You have to.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're now that you're on these pills, do you think that your dick is going to work even less?
I don't know. My dick worked really well last night.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Alone, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want anyone listening to think that I have broken my solemn promise to never fuck.
You know, you could have just let it be. You could have let people think a nice thing for a second.
I could have given
You-
them hope.
You could have just given yourself one.
For some reason, I just imagined like my parents disobeying my instructions to never listen to this, and just like listening to it, and then I'm like, "It worked last night," and they like smile, and I'm like, "Alone," and then they frown again.
if your dad just rewound it and shut it off and be like, "That's how I want to remember my son."
Yeah, fucking paused it, bullet through the head. Now I can go to heaven. Heaven, my son's a winner.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's fine. I sent my family the how to talk to cops thing
Mhm.
because I thought they would like that, and I was like, "Here's a sketch we did for a podcast. Do not listen to the podcast," like in all caps. They can't. I mean, I think I'm more comfortable with these later episodes than I am the earlier ones.
Yeah,
I think they could probably start listening around now if they are. It's okay.
I
but-
would still hope that no one is. in my family.
Yeah, I'm getting better. I think I just used to like my default when we started this was just like, what's an interesting story, something embarrassing.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But now I'm just like,
Mhm.
it feels a little better.
Now we're fucking loose. We're fucking riffing.
You're pilled up.
I'm pilled up.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna start mixing in. I'm gonna mix in random Cialises, so that every day I go for a pill, I don't know what it's gonna be.
Well, don't miss your pills. Hang on, wait a minute. Don't. That's just take. Just
no,
do
I
both.
I want a fucking slot machine. Not a slot machine. I want a fucking claw machine of pills. That some days, my brain works good. Some days I'm fucking hard as fuck.
You
know?
can have both.
I just don't know if I want to treat myself that way. Then I'll grow soft. If I have everything,
Brandon,
Nick, what the man who has everything has no character.
you will not have everything.
Nah,
You
functioning brain,
Yeah.
good dick.
you're just
Then what do I want?
you're
a,
like
a,
Nick.
a career in comedy.
I don't want the baseline. I don't want the beginning of what like that's where most men start. A good brain and a functioning dick. And you're like, I don't know if I can handle all that power.
Yeah, I'm just like, what riches, what jewels.
Yeah, dude. Get yourself some fucking Cialis.
Yeah, maybe.
Why maybe?
I don't know. It seems like you can, like every podcast is now like it's weird that podcasts are advertising medicine now.
Yeah. It is weird.
Mm-hmm. We should advertise, but not dick pills, because other podcasts do that. We should advertise just like some sort of horrible medicine, like let's just advertise fentanyl.
What?
Do you think we can get the government to pay us?
No.
Who manufactures fentanyl?
I don't know. I think it's like I don't know.
What if we
Fentanyl's
could get like
weird.
Monsanto to advertise on this podcast?
Yeah, I would get that. I feel like I'm not opposed to like GMOs and stuff. It's like we're gonna
Mhm.
need that one day.
Yeah,
It's probably a good thing.
I don't think GMOs are bad.
Yeah,
I think it's a fucking hysteria.
yeah.
It's like vaccines. Vaccines are good. GMOs are good.
I know the vaccines are good, but I haven't been vaccinated in years. And honestly,
I mean, you're an adult. You don't need to get that many.
I haven't
Just
gotten.
like flu shot.
Not doing that.
um,
I haven't gotten
You
any.
can take PrEP if you are gonna have unprotected gay sex.
Oh, I do love. Wait, there's like there's
such a flat response. Just
yeah, don't need that. There's an advertisement. I can't remember what specifically it said, but it was just there's an ad on the Metro right now, and it is basically just two black men who are gay and who are going to have sex. It's not an ad for like an STD or anything. It's just like it's
just like it's okay to be gay and black.
yeah, it's like the Got Milk ads where it's like it's not average. It's just reminding you that there is milk. This ad is just like reminding you that like some black people are gay and have sex, and it's like, well, thank you. Like, who the fuck paid for this?
Those two guys.
Those two guys.
Those two guys are like, well, we have an extra $30,000. What do we do? Well, I really want people to know that we fuck. 'Cause if I was one of those guys, one of my greatest fears would be that sometimes someone might glance at me and my gay lover and not instantly assume that we passionately butt fuck raw daily. And I would pay any price to correct that.
When we lived in back when we lived near USC, there were these billboards all over like South Central. These big billboards, and it was a black father and his son, and the billboard just said God cares about black gay men, and I was like, yeah, he does. They make him fucking furious. It's like he cares so much. He wishes they would stop. Ooh. So, whatever. All right. Yeah, the joke had the same reaction when I wrote it 2 years ago. I tried to do that at a mic.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Not well, dude.
Can I tell you about a joke?
He doesn't care. Don't worry.
You know how sometimes a joke will just like stick in your brain? And this is a pro gay black pot. You have to be both though if you want our support.
Yeah, I'm pro gay black, dude.
One or the other?
Yeah. This, I mean.
Yeah, well, if you're just one or the other, we go on a person-to-person basis. Same as anyone else.
We are just neck deep.
But if you are gay and black, you have our universal support no matter what you do.
We are neck deep in the swamp right now, dude. This is. If everyone's great.
I don't know if everyone's great.
Wow, all right. Go say what you were gonna say.
Oh, well, now it sounds like I have a group that I think isn't great, which I don't. Everyone's fine. We'll say
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Except for no, I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh, but you know, sometimes a joke will just stick in your brain for like years, where like once a year you have to like confirm it still bombs.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
yes, I know.
Yeah, I have I have this one where it's pretty rough. It's about school shootings.
Okay.
But it's like yeah, I don't get why the school shooter, you know, like Columbine, there's that story about, you know, they line everybody up against the wall and they put the gun to your head and they say, "Do you believe in God?" And then depending on your answer, like they shoot you or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you're shooting everyone. So you may as well ask a fun question if you're going to do that.
Right.
Like, you don't have to be like, "Do you believe in God?" and make them pay. You could line everybody up and be like, "What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?"
Yeah.
Same?
It's not that even that it's offensive. You could do a lot more with that.
Yeah, yeah.
You could do something better.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Never mind.
Do people remember that? That was it a rumor? Did they actually do that?
I think they actually did that because I think
Yeah.
they were first-hand. But also, kids are liars, so maybe they just wanted to be on TV a little more. But
Mhm.
the whole thing was a false flag. We know that.
yeah, that's sounding like a Colton Burpo ass type religious
Yeah.
propaganda thing.
It's like that would be really funny if the Columbine thing is so weird because like if these kids who like love the video game Doom and are listening to like heavy metal music and wearing black trench like the most like you could pick these guys out of a crowd as like the corniest atheists in the world.
Mhm.
That question comes.
Corn with a K. They listen to Corn.
It was corn with a K and a backwards R. They get to you. They give you the question, "Do you believe in God?" It's like, oh, I'm out of this scot free. You say no, you're good. Like
Mhm.
that's what they want, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that the kids who said no didn't get shot, right?
I think they shot. I don't remember. I don't remember them
I'd like
sparing
to think
people.
they had a little bit more integrity.
Listen, if you're listening to this and you were at Columbine on that day, fucking slide into the DMs.
Yeah, slide into our DMs and let us know how it went down.
This is gonna be another part where people are just like shaking their computers, like you're so wrong about every aspect
No,
of history.
I think we're right. Sean Preston used to he used to text me like once every 3 months and just be like, "Dude, again, how fun would it have been to be in Columbine?" Just like running out of the cafeteria as pipe bombs go off. Just like, what? I thought today was Thursday. Like,
yeah, actually, Columbine would be pretty sick. I think.
Columbine would be so sick, dude.
Mhm.
It would be like because
Did you used to
hallucinate.
not hallucinate? I'm pilled up. No,
You are fucking pilled up.
Did you used to fantasize about like what if someone tried to shoot up the school and I saved everybody?
No, I don't think I was having those fantasy. I don't think that I had my hero with a gun fantasies. till I
Oh, your
was out of
fantasies
high
were
school.
more like they'll all pay.
No, that was no. Hang on. No, I wasn't doing that. I mean, I was drawing some pretty My Chemical Romance ass cartoons
Go
when I was
on.
like in 8th grade. Oh, dude, I was drawing like heads with the eyes sewn shut and like candles.
Fucking Tim Burton ass bullshit.
It was some Tim Burton esque bullshit. I drew one about my.
Mhm.
Yeah, I drew a couple of those about my bullies. They were supposed to be my bullies' heads. Just like, the lips and the eyes sewn shut and like flies flying around.
Damn. So you'd be the kind of serial killer who just has heads around?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure when I got right down to it, that would be. I wouldn't like the clutter. But,
Yeah, you come home and just fucking there's a big torso stretched like across
Yeah.
the wall, and you're just like, it throws off the whole balance.
it throws off the whole balance. It would be. It's gotta suck when you're like a serial and you're so proud of your mutilated bodies, but like you can't even show it to girls. You have to find like a girl serial killer. If I'll tell you what though, if you were a serial killer and you found a fucking girl serial killer, dude, that's a
Damn.
unbreakable bond.
Holy shit.
Just listen
I'm
to
like,
fucking Blink 182.
I'm kind of jealous.
Imagine.
Yeah. Because, like, one, you get to kill people, which, if that's your thing, I bet it's great.
It's probably so good.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, it's not my thing, but I bet if that's your thing, it's the most fun you'll ever have.
Have you seen Natural Born Killers?
No.
Oh, dude, it's just Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis in love with each other, killing people. Oh my! I watched
That is a fun kind of fantasy. Like,
Yeah.
what's that Terrence Malick movie, Badlands?
Yeah.
There's something, you watch that and you're like, I see the appeal.
just
We're on the run.
you're
and
both
I have a wife.
you're both just doing the ultimate thing. The
Mm-hmm.
the thing that is the most of like what you can take from someone and what you're
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to do, and you're sharing it with each other
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
really nice way.
You're sharing it with each other. You can't go back.
You
That's
can-
part of it.
oh.
Is that you can never undo it.
You can't go back, dude. That's
Mm-hmm.
that bond is fucking. I gotta get me a fucking murderous wife.
Yeah, maybe that's why people like cuckoldry, is because it's the ultimate. Like, I'm ruining this forever.
Whoa, I don't know about that, but
I mean, I obviously don't like it. I hate it. I hate that kind of thing very much, and have many hang-ups about it.
oh, there you go.
But to those people, it's probably just like it's like you're ruining the most important thing in your whole life.
Right, on
and
purpose.
If you hate yourself, that's exciting. This is my theory on open relationship people. Is I think they fucking hate themselves and they're trying to punish themselves.
I think it's a little more nuanced than that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a pretty. I typically agree that I think that an open relationship or a polyamorous lifestyle would not be good for me, and I see a lot of them fail. I don't know if I'd boil it down to they hate themselves and want to be sad, because sometimes it works out good, I guess.
I think that they're wrong, and it's rude to me for them to do that.
I know that you're joking, but you do feel that way about a lot of things.
I am joking, but also I detest the increasing popularity of non-monogamy as a social norm, where
Yeah.
then in certain circles I'm like a fucking caveman for just wanting a girlfriend who doesn't fuck other people.
Yeah. Oh, I totally get that, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I like that. They look at you like you're unevolved, and I'm like, hey,
It's
look,
like you cry every night. You must.
I think that they don't. I don't think that that's true. I don't think that they. I think that a lot of people who are in that lifestyle actually do get acclimated to. I think that it probably comes out in other ways.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it can work if you don't love the person and you don't know that you don't.
Yeah, I mean, like, Brendan, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to.
Hold on. Yeah, it sounds good. Fine. It's all good. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. It's all good. I like on. Okay, so on some, I do agree with you that I don't. I think it's definitely dicier than a traditional relationship, but I don't think that the people are crying or like don't love the. I mean, like.
No, you don't think that they're drinking heavily and lying to themselves
Brendan,
and
this is like
fucking they kiss their girlfriend goodbye and then she goes out on her date and then they just fucking sit there fucking like, oh, I'm not allowed to be mad.
I think that you've inserted yourself into a lot of these hypotheticals.
I'm a pretty personal guy.
Yeah, you are. I don't know, man. It's just like yeah, I think it's weird and bad, and I don't want to do it. For
Just
me,
what is every institution wrong? We can't have gender. We can't have monogamy.
this is a hot cast. I just
See, how are those hot opinions?
you are fucking pilled up, dude. This is nuts.
Oh, it's controversial to believe gender's real.
No, I just don't. I don't care. It doesn't. People can do whatever they want. Genuinely, they can. Right? It's when you start imposing it on me. Like, I do agree with you. Like when I say, yeah, I think I'm more interested in like a monogamous relationship, and then people look at me like I'm not as evolved. It's like,
Yeah, which you will back me up. That happens.
yes, I've absolutely had that conversation. Even with people who are very close to me, and like, because the whole thing is like I'm not passing judgment on you guys. Like I'm sure like I might have my own thoughts about it, but I'm genuinely not passing judgment on people who want to lead that lifestyle. But then like when you're like, yeah, I think I'm interested in a more traditional thing, you get hard judgment passed on you for just being like, maybe I kind of like more traditional roles in a relationship for me, right? Like. But I don't know, like, but it doesn't make when other people like engage in it doesn't threaten my like the institution of my relationships.
For some reason, when you said I want a more traditional thing, I just got this image of like a wedding cake, but instead of two people in the front, it's on the top. It's like the groom's all the way over here crying and jerking off, and then there's a bunch of like other groom figurines like
Just
all teaming up,
on the wife figure,
and that's
yeah.
what they want.
That is what. Yeah. Well, and if they ask you to make them that cake, you have to make it. You have to make it.
I agree that you should have to make that cake if someone asks you.
I
Just because it's funny. No, I think
I get mad. I get mad when like when the religious bakers like when they don't make the gay cakes, right? Like that's
Yeah,
Make
it's
the,
rude.
Make the gay
Make the
people gay.
cake.
But if somebody wanted that very improbable cake that we're describing,
the weird bukkake cake.
yeah, the weird bukkake cake on their wedding day, I'd be like, maybe it's not weird that they didn't make the cake.
Imagine it's like a big. It's not even a bukkake. It's an orderly line of grooms.
Right, just waiting to
Mm-hmm.
plow the budding bride to be.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know why I do this, but I go on the Hot Wife subreddit. Are you familiar?
What are you doing?
It's like the subreddit where dudes who like this kind of shit post photos of their wives fucking other men and like ask everybody to tell them what they want to do to their wife and stuff. And I just read it like limp dick and horror.
Brendan, for someone who is so like hard, this is your get like. Have you ever seen the movie 8mm with Nicolas Cage, where he has to like he's got to like travel into like the BDSM underground? Like for someone,
You
who
think I'm
is-
just like red pilling myself into being a cuck?
I don't know, man, because for someone who is as horrified as this, like it's very strange to just like then like dive into the abyss of this thing that you claim to.
I agree, it's very strange, but you know what? My journey is a pure one, and it the course is within God's light, and you know I'm doing good. Things
I just wonder if maybe you want to examine a little like what the motive is truly.
just kind of morbid curiosity.
Morbid. Oh,
It's like, yeah, I'm like,
okay.
huh, what a foolish, ruinous thing to do. How do they feel about it? You know,
right. I think
it's
they
like if
don't-
you found out that there was like if you found out that there was a vacant lot nearby near your house,
right.
where everyone was just fucking clacking their dick in between two bricks, like a
Right.
brick in each hand. They all go there and they do that.
Yeah.
And you happen to be walking by that vacant lot, you wouldn't stop and watch the men mash their.
I'll give you that. I would.
You'd take a gander,
I might be like, what the fuck is all this?
Mhm. Just out of curiosity. You'd.
I don't know if that's a 1-to-1 analogy.
I should have said train wreck.
That
would have been a more normal metaphor.
You should have just said like 10-car pile up.
Yeah, I
big
should have said
fire.
like car accident on the side of the highway. You wouldn't slow down and look because people do.
Sure, but that's still something that you're just coming. You're like seeking this. It's not like you're. It's not like you're chasing car accidents trying to find one like the guy from fucking Nightcrawler.
I probably should start doing that though.
No, you shouldn't start doing that. Why do you want to chase car accidents around?
You make it sound so adventurous.
Yeah, I guess it could be a little adventurous. It's interesting. It's just interesting. It's interesting that you would
That I'm
revisit this subreddit.
fascinated with the thing that I hate most.
Yeah, it sounds like, I'm gonna be honest, it sounds like the beginning of how most cucks start. Where you're just like this. You're just like, why would anyone? I would be so embarrassed if this happened to me. I don't want it at all. And then you just like look at it for like 2 hours.
No, because I've attempted to jack off. Because
You've attempted to jack off. Well, we're getting deeper and
yeah,
deeper.
because at one point I thought, what if I could learn to enjoy this kind of thing, and then it wouldn't be so painful to think about cuck type things that have happened to me.
I guess I
And,
do
it
kind of
didn't work.
understand that.
Did
yeah.
not work. Made me feel much worse.
Well,
Mm-hmm. So how was your week?
it's only Tuesday. My week was good. I ordered some stuff on Cyber Monday for my family. I'm gonna give them some gifts when I come home.
Ah.
I'm gonna come bearing gifts, dude.
Mm-hmm. You will bring them canned meats and ammo.
I'm getting them ready. Yeah, I'm having ammo shipped to the house.
That's what I should do. Is just ship my dad like 1,000 bullets and not answer the phone.
That is really funny.
It's a good prank, or just do that to anyone.
Yeah. Just mail strangers bullet. No, that gets a little bit dicey. 'Cause that's like a mob move.
Keep mailing strangers one bullet.
Yeah, one bullet is a mob move. If you mail somebody like just ammo in bulk, it's just like, what the fuck does this mean?
Yeah, this is no clear message.
There's no clear message. One bullet, it's that's something bad, but a box of ammunition, there's no telling what's gonna happen.
I know. Are you coming to kill them and 100 other people? Are you coming to take them on a nice hunting trip?
Yeah.
There's really no telling.
I feel like I want to get good with like samurai. The samurai sword. I want to get good with other kinds of swords. I've been thinking about it.
What kind of sword do you want to get good at next?
Scimitar, like the scimitar, however you say it, scimitar.
Scimitar,
It's
I
like the
think.
curvy Arab sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like,
You don't do that, but you should bring that bit back about what kind of sword you want.
oh shit, I forgot about that bit.
It's a funny bit.
I don't like doing stand up, but I should. Yeah, I should bring that kind of bit back. What the fuck? What kind of sword did I go with? I don't think I'm a broadsword guy. A
No.
broadsword would look silly in my hands.
Scimitar would fit.
Scimitar, I
Something
would.
about you reads kind of Arab
Dude.
from a distance.
Me with a scimitar, just like fucking doing tricks with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the thing with scimitars is like you flip them around and you're real theatrical. I would love to start dressing like Aladdin, just like an Arab.
Big balloonist
Big,
pants.
yes, big.
A fucking sash.
Not
Just a vest.
even, just a vest, dude. Me and just a vest. Now
you
that I've
would
been,
look. For some reason, I just visualized you in just a vest, and it made sense.
I look like Aladdin.
I felt so calm when I imagined it.
I've been working on my core, so I'm ready for the vest.
Man, you should start going to Mike's in just a vest.
Can you do that? If my nipples are covered, is it okay?
I think so. Because then it's just like you're wearing a really deep cut shirt.
Yeah.
So that's allowed.
Yeah, and like a midriff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I like, I'll just say that I'm doing something.
What
that
kind of vest are you gonna wear?
Maybe a blue one, like Toad wore in Mario 2. I don't know. I haven't decided.
That would be a pretty cool, like, you know how sometimes just like an insane person will do stand up in a costume and not address it?
Right.
Like there was a dude it's been so long hard to remember, but I think there was a dude who just did stand up in a Green Ranger outfit in Harrisburg. Either that or it's something I saw on the internet.
That's
but,
hilarious.
yeah, I mean, that sucks though, right?
I guess it would. I'd have to see it because you saying that initially, I'm just like, I would get a little excited if I saw that. And I also think it
But
would
not do stand up as the Green Ranger.
I think the first time I saw it, I'd get excited. The second time I saw it, I'd be like, oh, come on. But get to like the sixth time, it's like, oh, he's really gonna do this every time. That's kind of great.
Man, that's always funny when someone has like a lot of hoopla going on. In the open mic set.
Yeah, when there's a lot.
Like when they're like going in the sound booth to try to get the CD playing and fucking like late for their intro because they're
at the
putting
3-minute open
at
mic.
the 3-minute open mic.
Yeah, I do miss that a little bit. I miss all the
Going-
weirdos, man. I miss Creature.
Creature, I don't think I've heard about that.
Creature was. I barely saw. He was just this fucking weird guy. His headshot was always just like a picture of like a Godzilla suit, and he was just a fucking weirdo. He would just go up and ramble. I miss JoJo Baby. I miss Ice Pick Rick, who would stab people.
Yeah, he likes stabbing people.
He stabbed Brandon Lescure.
It's pretty sick.
It's sick, dude.
Shout out Brandon Lescure. You got stabbed.
You got stabbed with a crab shell, like a crab claw, and he got like Old Bay in the cut. It's so funny.
that hurts, I'd imagine.
It hurts so much, dude. Yeah, like the crazy people at Mike's out here just don't have the same impact on me.
Yeah, because it's like it's not comedian crazy. It's actors who went nuts
Yeah.
for the most part.
I also feel like they don't crazy people at Mike's out here don't have as much of a chance to thrive because they get kicked out more. Like,
Yeah, no one entertains it.
yeah, you got to entertain it a little
you do
bit.
comedy in Baltimore or fucking Harrisburg or whatever, and you're a fucking like just psychotic nightmare.
Yeah.
You're one of the gang.
Oh, you
Pretty
have
quickly. You just show up 3 times and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we invite him to the Christmas party."
to. Yeah, they would get invited to like Peter Moose and good. Like some wouldn't. You had to be really bad to not get invited to like the comic hangs. But I always liked it. There were a lot of people with developmental disabilities who did. One of whom I'm still friends with on Facebook. He was like a one-liner comic. I'm not gonna say his name, but his Facebook posts have just gotten like progressively more and more deranged to the point where a couple days ago he just posted a photo of his own piss in a toilet bowl. And I don't even remember. There was a joke that went with it, but I don't remember what it was. 30 minutes later, it had been deleted because his mom like yelled at him. But I saw it. I just started laughing so hard. Oh fuck,
Man, just posting your own waste on the internet is such a cool move because it's not technically like Facebook can't take that down.
Yeah, I used to follow this kid. There was a kid who was online. He was famous. He was the kid who tried to go Super Saiyan on webcam. Jalen the Super Saiyan, and I found him on Facebook because he was also friends with this anime rapper Joseph on Deck, who like I was a fan of, friended him on Facebook. And Eric and I wanted to like try to book him at like Otakon one because Eric had something
Hold
to do
on,
with Otakon.
anime rapper?
Yeah, some of his songs are actually really good. They have like millions of hits. He's
Okay.
got a song called Anime Pussy that's really good. The beats are really good. Anime in the Hood is really good. But so we got in touch with Joseph on Deck and we were just like, hey man, your music's really good. He like made a beat for He made a couple beats for Soulja Boy. But then it just turned into him like repeatedly like messaging us asking if he could like live with us because life in Georgia was really hard. But I was friends with Jalen on Facebook for a long time, and he was schizophrenic, and he would post these stream of consciousness about how he was like talking to God and like spirits were moving through him, and also like he'd actually been alive for 1,000 years. And Akira the guy who created Dragon Ball Z's name is Akira Toriyama, and he would always call him Akira Toramimi, and he said that he based Goku off of his ghost that he met in a past life before that he was born. Before Akira, it was insane. But then one day he just posted a picture of like 5 $1 bills that he had came on. His semen was just on the 5 $1 bills, and the picture had been taken in the back of the restaurant where he worked. And then he started
That's
posting
a fucking sick menial job move. It's just come at work.
coming on an unimpressive amount of money.
Those were like his tips. I wonder if that restaurant pooled tips. Like, did he fucking put that in the fishbowl at the end of the night?
He would post things where he would be wearing like his hat and his apron, and he would just post things like, "I'm going to quit this job and kill all these motherfuckers." And he deleted his Facebook. I should have like archived it.
You
And,
sure
like,
he didn't
saved...
ban you? Because he's like, man, Nick's making fun of me.
No, I
Yeah.
was like stealthy, dude. I was just lurking.
And
And occasionally I'd give him some like positive reinforcement. Just be like, Jalen, I think you're doing so great, dude. You're gonna come up. You're gonna make another video. Because like the video of him trying, clearly now, like in retrospect, having a schizophrenic episode. He tries to go Super Saiyan for like 6 minutes, and it's just him screaming into the camera. His eyes roll into the back of his head. They're all white, and then like he at the end of like the 5.5 minutes, he's just like breathing heavily and like kind of collapses. And that, for some reason, went viral. I mean, for some reason.
Someone must have put that in After Effects and made him go.
Oh,
super.
yes.
Okay.
Of course they
Thank
did.
God.
That I think
I would have lost faith in humanity if you told me that didn't happen.
Yeah, man. It's just and he was in one of the Joseph on Deck music videos, and he seemed more balanced in that. But I guess just
Well, you get a lot of takes.
yeah, he didn't get pilled up like my boy Brendan.
You got to get pilled up.
Maybe he's dead. I don't know. I want to reconnect with that kid.
Yeah, it can be hard to like tell if I think that there should be a way to tell when someone deleted their Facebook versus just like blocked you.
Right. True. Or you should at least like if someone blocks you, you should get a notification. But I guess not. Maybe
I don't
not.
think you should get a notification. I think you should have to seek out the information, but it should be available.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. All right, I see you.
Yeah. Because it's stupid. Or maybe I don't know. I don't know what I think.
Say, what do you think? Where's this
No,
coming
just-
from?
I mean, it was all purely coming from like a dumb comedy scene drama shit thing.
Oh,
where,
this. Right.
but that's not that interesting.
You're fine. I think
Free
you're
Lemaire.
You're coming out. Yeah.
Hashtag free Lemaire.
Free our boy Lemaire. I
Mhm.
would, dude. I love to watch Lemaire try to go Super Saiyan.
That'd be sick.
I would love to get Lemaire liquored up and try to make him go Super Saiyan.
If you're listening to this, Lemaire was a previous incarnation of this podcast. He was on it, and now he lives in New York, and we wish him the best. And you can watch his comedy on Pornhub.com.
He's so funny and so stupid.
He's a dumb man.
He's so fucking. But I love him.
I love him so much. I wish that he had moved here instead of New York.
He did an episode of that DC podcast. You, Me, Them, Everybody. Do you remember?
I did it with him.
Oh, he's a weird pick for that one. I feel.
Well, I think the host just like asked someone, who do you know who does comedy in Philly,
Right.
and they didn't know anyone. They just
So it was
they
Brandon
just
and
knew
Lemaire.
me and Lemaire are from Pennsylvania.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, go there. Like we went there and We're like, I don't think anyone in Philly comedy knows about this show. I think it was just completely outside of the.
Did anyone
like,
show
the
up?
I mean, yeah, there was an audience there, but it wasn't like any comics or anything.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
probably just like friends of his who live in Philly.
Yeah, probably. Now we're diving into my dark past with this. Anyway.
Do you remember that show you booked me on in DC, with Hampton Yount?
Yeah.
I remember it was so funny to me how disrespectful the one dude who was on that show was to like Hampton, because I guess it was like his birthday and he was super drunk. So before he brought up Hampton the headliner, I just remember him going like, he's like, all right, we're gonna have a big birthday roast for me, but first some more comedy.
Wait. Who was it? I'm trying to think.
Fuck, something Bucket.
Oh, yeah.
He like fucking no sold the headliner and then was like, but I'm very drunk and we're having a roast.
Yeah, well, that's his thing.
It's his thing.
He's such an interesting guy because he's shorter than you, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I get mad when there's like was that dude a comic? I forget.
He's actually really. I would say that Bucket. I mean, he's not going to listen to this. Bucket is really funny.
All right. Well, I saw him once ever, and he was birthday drunk, so that's
Right.
not a fair.
Well, no. But listen to this, because he's shorter than you. He's such an interesting guy. He's very effeminate. Like when you first meet him, you're like, this guy's got to be gay. He's not.
Mhm.
He's in terms of alcoholism, he's 10 times worse than you ever were, and he's been doing it longer. Dude is just constantly fucking the hottest women I've ever met. Like just like every time I would see him with a girl, I'd be like, how the fuck are you pulling this off, dude?
Truly a short king.
He's
Respect to Andrew Bucket.
I don't know. He's like he's something darker than a king, dude. He's I don't know what it is,
A
but
shaman.
he would just like fall asleep like in the medians, like in the streets of DC. He was a fucking mess,
Damn.
but a really really nice. I mean, like was nice to me. I gotta I don't care. I don't care if this is. I'm gonna qualify all of this. I had a lot of really pleasant experiences with Andrew Bucket. Objectively, I can say I also saw him be a mess a lot of the time, but he's really funny. So.
Yeah, that's fair. I get like territorial when there's another dude as short or shorter than me on a show. It almost never happens.
That's so weird. That's like a weird reverse alpha.
Yeah,
We're like,
there's this one comic in LA who his opener is like, "What's up, tall people?" And every time I hear that, I'm just like, "Man, this dude's taking my fucking thing."
so when a dude is like, if you met a dude who was this is so fucking backwards. If you met a dude who was 5 foot, you'd be threatened by him. He's literally shorter than you.
If we were doing short material on the same show,
And if he was more confident about it than you were. What if the dude who was 5 foot, took home a girl at the end of the night and you couldn't even?
yeah, I guess it would fuck me up like if I ever did a show with a little person, because then like short man.
Oh yeah, then you're
material,
a dickhead.
Then I just sound ableist.
Well, it sounds like you just you're almost Dolazoling it a little bit. Where you're like I'm
That's
short too.
also my struggle.
I'm also part of this group. It's like I don't know, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a Dolezal. You claiming that you're short is a total Dolezal.
I'm very short,
Elizabeth
Nick.
Warren move. Nah, you're not a midget.
I'm like second percentile.
You're not a dwarf, dude.
98% of men are taller than me, Nick.
You're basically wearing blackface.
All right, I see your point.
Yeah, thank you.
You said it enough times without altering the argument or providing more evidence. I guess I believe you now.
I learned that from my father.
No, you got to say it angrier.
No,
No?
no, he doesn't. He just like states his point like calmly, just disregards the new information, states it again. It's fucking effective.
I was thinking of my father.
Yeah. Oh no.
Mhm.
I don't do that.
Just we don't need. I don't need to do that because they listen now, right?
I know you're
That's
a
what we
little too
decided?
loose.
A little bit too loose.
These pills have you loosened up.
Woo!
My God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, barn dog.
Oh yes.
I can't wait until you get acclimated to these. You're going to be a wonderful fellow.
Yeah. Well, then I'll double the dose. I'm gonna
You
stay like this
shouldn't-
forever.
I don't think that you should do that.
Nah, I'm gonna do it. I think. Because in many ways, I'm like a doctor. You agree?
Begin to name one way that you're like a doctor.
I went to school for a long time.
Okay.
I sometimes wear a tie.
Okay. Doctors do sometimes wear ties.
Mm-hmm. I carry around a little notepad.
No, you don't.
It's in my breast pocket in my jacket.
Is it in there right now? It's not in there right now.
It's not in the shirt. It's in my jacket. It's
Oh,
hanging
do you
up.
have a notepad? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
the-
think that's the
the
same as a
pen
doctor's
and a-
notepad.
Yeah, I could write the name of a drug on there, and people would look into my kind, confident eyes and be like, "Oh, I guess this is a prescription."
No.
You
All
don't,
right, I guess
you
you're
don't
right.
think
You
I could
convinced me.
confidence my way into fucking robbing CVS?
No. Not you. Not yet. Maybe after you finish this bottle, we'll see.
Should I
You should
finish
take
that
all the
bottle
pills.
right now?
Yeah, you should take all the pills right now. I wonder what it'll do.
That would be a good bit.
It'll.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it'll kill you. You'll have to pump your stomach.
I remember the old podcast, Lemaire, since we mentioned him, he misheard us. He thought we dared him to drink an entire bottle of cold medicine
No.
when really we were screaming, "Don't do that."
Why would he think? How would he get that confused
He was drunk, I believe.
on the podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, that'll get you fucked up.
Which to me, recording a podcast is a lot like being at work.
dude. It is.
Mm-hmm.
You have to show up.
You have to show up. In many ways, it's like being at work.
I'm wearing dress shoes right now.
Yeah, Nick is wearing only dress shoes.
Hey, come on. Don't start working blue on me.
I'm so sorry.
Don't give them a wonderful thing to imagine. Imagine me in just dress. Although I don't. Just dress shoes would be weird.
It would be a rough look for anyone.
I got to make my legs a little stronger before I rock just shoes. Clacking around.
That would be funny. Like just big shoes.
Yeah, like me, just like
Full nude, like size 13 shoes. You're wearing like sneakers inside the shoes.
I'm wearing like no. I guess that's one
Like
way
you're
to
wearing
do it.
regular shoes and then you're wearing a giant pair of shoes around the shoes.
Just imagine me naked, just in like brown church shoes, just like Sunday best shoes.
And what are you telling me?
I'm
What
not
is
tell-
the
I'm-
scenario?
no,
Where are we?
I'm just in the kitchen with one hand on my hip making eggs. Just like look over at you and I'm like, hey Brendan, what's going on?
Do you have socks?
I'm not wearing any socks. It's just shoes.
Just shoes.
That's
just leather shoes.
it's somehow that's more obscene than being naked.
It's so much
It,
worse.
it like makes you like 10% more naked somehow.
It does, because you're providing context,
Yeah, you are because like
contrast.
that's so fucked, dude.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing it. I've got the house to myself for like the next till December 2nd, I think.
I think it's weird to be nude with an animal present, because you have a cat.
Yeah, I used to think that, but she's naked. Like we'll just both be naked.
I don't know if I like this.
It doesn't make me that weird. I don't being naked around animals doesn't make. I've had sex and like had a dog interrupt it. So like I'm used to the animal thing.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
It doesn't
I don't
bug
like
me
a
too
dog
much.
to see my ass, because then it has power over me.
No, Brendan, this is not. You have a very weird concept of how power is taken.
It's when someone sees your ass.
No, that's not how power is won.
That's
dude.
where the expression, like when someone figuratively shows one's ass.
Right.
What they mean is that if you literally show your ass to anyone, they will have power over you until the day you die. Which is why the goal is to enter the grave with as few people having seen your ass as possible.
Right.
Which is why I do not fuck.
All right. Well, you could fuck and they don't see your ass. It's actually kind of you just face them the whole time. Honestly, they don't even have to be facing you. As the man, no one should ever see your ass, Brendan.
No one,
What the fuck
no
are you
one
letting?
should see me at all.
What the fuck are you letting women do to you where they see your ass while they fuck you?
What am I thinking?
Are you doing rim jobs? Are you letting them give you rim jobs? You fucking weirdo.
Once I did that.
I know why you're going down the cuck subreddit now. That's the spoonful that leads you to the dark depths.
Yeah, a girl ate my ass once, and
Ugh,
it
Why?
all I really enjoyed about it was how I could kind of see her just like uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable. That's the wrong word. But I could see her just like kind of grossed out expression.
That's what you liked about it?
I didn't like it in a sexual way. I liked it in like a Schadenfreude kind of
That's
way.
worse.
Because I had eaten her ass
Right.
and felt roughly the same way.
Oh, really? Because I see. Here's my. I like eating ass a lot. I'm like, let me get in there, but I'm too nervous. Just as a man,
I like eating ass 9 out of like. I like it, but then every 10 seconds I'll remember what I'm doing, and then I'll think about like E. coli.
it doesn't bother me that much.
Hmm.
It but as a like, what's weird about getting my because I'm not a particularly like. I'm not my chest and arms aren't particularly hairy, but where I have hair is very hairy. Like my armpits are really hairy.
Your asshole.
My bushes, my asshole's definitely really hairy, dude. And it's hard to shave back there. And I just don't want. I don't think that she should have to put up with all the thicket of hair.
All the fuss. Yeah.
Also,
all
I don't
the,
think
all
any
the commotion
women.
back there.
I haven't been with any women who've been just aching to eat my ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Do I have any closing thoughts about getting my ass eaten?
She suggested it, or were you like?
I'm trying to remember. I think I suggested it, but because I had been eating her ass and it felt symmetrical.
Right. This is Brent. You're all about
Balance of power.
balance of power, and to some that's a little bit of vengeance. The what you took out of it, there's a shade of vengeance there.
Yeah. Well, because I know that, and this happened in the shower. So
Right.
here's the thing.
Okay.
Logically, I know that my clean ass is definitely worse than her, like, mostly clean but not immediately out of the shower ass.
Right.
Like, it's not like she had pooped
Right.
or whatever.
Totally.
But, you know, she showered that morning, and then I ate her ass. So I know that my straight from the fucking suds glistening asshole has to be worse than, like, a girl's at any random point in the day asshole.
Right.
So, in many ways, it was like revenge. I like to say that things are true in many ways, and then I don't list them.
Dude, you are. Vengeance is it's one of your cornerstones.
I mean, this wasn't my thought at the time. This is sort of me retconning
Well,
this.
no, it's not. I mean, look, we're driven by the subconscious, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And these are.
This is a funny topic to, like, blow past the amount of time we normally do on.
Oh, we don't. I mean, we can end it. I think we've covered.
No,
the
did you have
ground.
more?
You want to talk more about your Batman-esque philosophy?
I guess maybe I should just clarify that I don't that I prefer people to enjoy. Oh, well, there's the music. So I guess we're out of time.
That's it.
Oh, hold on. Fuck. Should we do plugs?
I don't have anything to plug that's coming up soon, so you plug.
Okay. I'll be at the Pack Theater tomorrow at 9:00 for Dating is Hard.
Oh yeah.
Pack Theater in Los Angeles. And then that's it for a while.
Rock the G, see you later, make a
Alright,
baby,
see ya.
leader on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up portfolio showing growth. Fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right.